Hey guys, welcome back to Random Talk with Angie. I feel like today's episode is one of those conversations you don't even plan to have. Like, it just comes from a place of thinking. Because I've been thinking a lot lately and I want to ask you something. Have you ever just sat down, looked at your life, examined yourself well, and everything is fine, but something doesn't feel right? Not wrong, not bad, just off. Like you can't explain it, but you can feel it. Because that's the confusing part. Nothing is exactly wrong. You are working, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're showing up. People might even look at you and say, you are doing well now. But inside you're like, okay, but why do I feel like this? Like you're at work, you are doing your job, you understand what you're doing, you're even good at it, but there is no excitement anymore. You're just doing it. You wake up, go to work, come back, repeat. And you are not struggling, but you are also not inspired. And the scary part is you don't even know how to explain it. Because how do you tell someone nothing is wrong, but something is missing? And that's when you hear stuff like, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? All those kind of stuff. Now let's even talk about friendships. Because this one, you can love your friends and still feel different around them. Conversations you used to enjoy, now you're just there like, okay. Not because they are bad people, not because anything happened. You're just changed. You notice things like you don't want to talk about certain topics anymore. You don't find certain things funny anymore. You're craving deeper conversations, more logical conversations. Conversations that would inspire growth, that would impact your life more positively. And it's not always there. And then you start asking yourself, is it me? And one fine day, you just start thinking, like really thinking. You start asking yourself questions like, is this the life I actually want? Am I just used to this? If I could start again, would I choose this? And those questions, they will shake you. Because now you can't unsee it. It's somewhere, it's etched somewhere in your memory. But let's be very honest, there is guilt, very heavy guilt. For example, with regards to the job, there is job guilt. Because imagine you have a good job, stable, paying your bills, people respect it. When people hear what you do, they even give you double honor and they're like, you're trying, you're a strong man, you're a strong woman, and you're there feeling like, I think I want more. Immediately your mind will tell you, are you not grateful? Do you know how many people want this? And you start silencing yourself. What about friendship guilt? Same thing with friendships. You start pulling back a little and you feel bad because you're like, these people have done nothing to me. So you stay, even when you feel out of place. So why don't we just change things? Why do we stay in places we're outgrown? First is comfort. Let's be honest. Familiarity is sweet. Even if it's not fulfilling, at least you know it's a spot that you're comfortable with. Right? It's a season you're comfortable in. The second is fear. You're thinking to yourself, what if I leave and it doesn't work? What if I leave this job and I don't get a better one, or I land into a more toxic environment? What if I leave this friendship and the next set of friends I meet show me shaggy? I know that question or those questions alone can keep you stuck for years, even without knowing it. Sometimes it's not even about you, it's family expectations, society, what looks good on paper. So you stay in a life that makes sense, but it doesn't feel like you. There's usually a moment where it hits you hard, not dramatic, just a simple thought like, I don't think this fits me anymore. At that moment, it changes everything because now you are aware like, I don't care. Let me tell you something nobody says enough. Growth is not always exciting. Sometimes growth feels like confusion, restlessness, disconnection. Sometimes it feels like you're ungrateful, but you're not. You're just evolving. You don't have to wake up tomorrow and change your whole life. Relax. Start small. Pay attention to what drains you. Notice what excites you, even slightly. Give yourself space to think, even if it's just sitting quietly for 10 minutes. No phone, just you. If you've been feeling this way, I just want you to know something. You are not ungrateful. You are not confused. You're not doing life wrong. You might just be growing. You are not lost. You're just becoming someone your current life can no longer contain. And if you're one of those who said to himself or herself, don't forget to share this with someone who needs to listen to this. My name is Ngozi Obiefuna. Thank you very much for joining me on today's episode of Run Up Talk with Angie. Have a fabulous week ahead.